Top of the day to you. My name is Bill Hubbard. I'm the broker-owner of Century 21 Executives in Vernon, Enderby, Salmon Arm, and Sicamous. I'd like to talk to you today a little bit about buying a house in this market. So what's different about today's market? 3 to 5 years ago, it was a very strong buyer's market. So what that meant was there was multiple listings, about 3 times as many listings 3 to 5 years ago as there is today. Buyers were making low ball offers, and if the sellers didn't accept it, the buyer had the option to go buy another house. Today, that is reversed. There are multiple buyers and very few listings. And so real buyers are really holding all the cards in the negotiations. There are 4 things that I'd like you to consider when looking at buying a house in this market. The first one is realize you're in a relatively weak negotiating position. The sellers know this, and they are turning away offers that normally would be considered good offers, but they know that there's another buyer just around the corner that is going to consider their home. The second point is be prepared to move fast. You should have your realtor on alert for a certain type of house in a certain price range, so that when that house comes on the market, they notify you right away, and you should be prepared to look at that house that day. People that move fast get the best deals. Any house that's on the market a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks is likely overpriced in this marketplace. The third point is competition. Very often in a market like this, you are going to be competing for one house with another or multiple buyers. You need to discuss with your family what is the maximum amount that you are willing to pay for this particular house. If you don't get the house, you need to realize and accept it, walk away, and find another house. The fourth point is the dilemma of no conditions. Writing an offer with no conditions is stronger than writing the same offer with the same price with conditions, because when the seller accepts an offer with no conditions, his house is sold. He doesn't have to wait for the buyer to fulfill their conditions. I have made many offers over the years on properties and buildings that I didn't put conditions on. And it has been an advantage to me financially to do that. However, it has also cost me a fair bit of money. There are risks involved. It is not your realtor's job to tell you to write an offer with conditions or without conditions. It's your realtor's job to tell you the risks. For instance, consider writing an offer with no conditions on a house, and you find out for some reason that your financing is not confirmed. You have now bought a house unconditionally. You're legally obligated to move ahead with that house, and you have no financing. Or you buy a house with no conditions and there's something wrong with the house. So you don't have a condition of inspection to protect you. There is an advantage to buying a house with no conditions, and there is a risk to buying a house. You need to be comfortable with that risk. The last comment is, over the years, generally, real estate rises. It has been the best investment on the planet for many, many years. If you buy a house today, chances are it will be worth more in the near future, a year down the road, 2 years down the road. However, you need to be prepared that we are in the rising leg of the market, and that trend never continues forever. It will correct at some point. However, you always have to remember, that's just the world according to Bill.